Speaking of young, bright minds, Alan Falck, who at the age of 18 built a voice amplifier for a relative who had contracted cancer of the larynx and lost its ability to speak. Well, he's been known to be a creative with his hands from the age of 8 when he started making solar panels. But his interest in inventing has only increased in his labor of love.
For me, mundane is boring and the complex is easier and intriguing. My name is Alan Falck. I'm an inventor and a technologist. As a kid, I grew up in a household full of engineers, and I had a workshop. So a workshop was my best friend growing up. My earliest invention that I can recall was making an electric tea stirrer for my mother. I then went on to modify the radio so that she wouldn't miss the news by adding an alarm clock and a switch to it. And at the age of 8, I made my first solar water heating panel. And I guess I've never stopped inventing since then. So I'm extremely passionate about technology and using technology to overcome challenges in life. As I was struggling in the academic world with dyslexia and I was battling with reading and things like that, I reverted to practical skills. So I learned how to weld, how to fit, how to turn, all of those things that enabled me to take things apart and put things back together again. And I've never stopped with that inquiring mind. Now I put more stuff back together than taking apart. Much later in life, I came across a relative who had cancer of the larynx. And as I had studied as a scientific instrument maker and I had a qualification in industrial electronics as a student, I made and built an amplifier for my relative. And in trying to circumvent the feedback problem with amplification, I invented a device accidentally that helps people that stutter, and took that device further with the help of many other people to a full commercial product. I went on to experiment with other types of devices. It was a very long journey, a very specialized area, but I did get to meet some amazing people, and I didn't have success at every turn of the corner, but enjoyed success overall. I got a Facebook message from one of the users of the voice amp fluency device who indicated how much this device had changed his life. So it's not about necessarily pleasing everybody, but I guess if your innovation can affect one person's life and change that, then that has to be an absolute highlight. As an inventor, it's very easy to fall into the trap of becoming extremely poor or impoverished as you get so involved in your invention that you forget that you need to live. So for any would-be inventors out there, when you start raiding your kids' piggy banks for milk and bread, get a real job as well. So I think having multiple jobs is one way around it. So start your passions as a hobby. And basically my jobs, all the jobs that I do, all the consulting I do is all a hobby. It's all parts of my passion. And keep yourself aligned to your passion and you can't go wrong.